Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to do a showcase on this Dragon Ball Super Superhero AGL Gohan. It's a free-to-play unit, just dropped over the weekend on Global. JP already had this unit. Now you might be thinking it's silly of me to do a showcase at this point because obviously he's only level 100, so he's not even a TUR, and some people are thinking he possibly could be an LR. I don't think that he's going to be an LR, and that's just because his hidden potential right now is only showing 3,000 to stats. LRs always have 5,000 to stats, even free-to-play LRs, with the exception of BPAN. But because BPAN is a very specific one-of, we can't assume they'll ever do that again. Now, certainly it's possible, yes, so you can't rule it out completely. But I'm going to say it's probably 95% likely this guy awakens into a TUR. He could be a Super Saiyan Gohan, could be an Ultimate Gohan. I highly doubt they would make this Beast Gohan. They're probably, obviously, Beast Gohan. They want to save that for a summonable unit. But you never know. They could go crazy and give us to him as like maybe a transforming free-to-play one, and then give us just like a straight-up Beast Gohan as a Dokkan Fest at some point. Totally could happen, right? Now, the reason why I want to do a showcase on this guy is because even at level 100, like an unawakened TUR, he's actually like pretty decent. And he's got the skeleton of what I feel is a very cool unit. So I think this guy potentially could be a very impactful, very good free-to-play unit. And with how difficult Cell Max is, I have a different video ready to go on Cell Max, which I think this video is going to go up after that. So my Cell Max video should already be on my channel. But that Cell Max is crazy hard. And in my Cell Max video, I talk about why it's so hard and all the issues with that. But it's crazy how hard that is. So they could potentially make this a free-to-play unit that's like usable in Cell Max. Now he'd have to be crazy because he's got type disadvantage in there, but we'll have to see. So let's go ahead and look at his kit and why I'm so intrigued by it here. So super attack effect, he just greatly raises attack for one turn and does supreme damage. When he awakens, there's a couple things they could do. They could make him get attack and defense. They could make him stack, which would be kind of crazy. They could maybe raise attack, lower attack, something like that. But he definitely will have more coming on that super attack effect. And then his passive. So the reason why I like him is I think his passive is actually kind of crazy. So he gets attack and defense 100 at the start of turn. And then attack and defense plus 20 at the start of each turn up to 58%. He launches an additional that has a high chance of becoming a super attack once only. And all attacks become crits for one turn from start of turn. So basically, the first turn this Gohan is out, he has a guaranteed additional that has a high chance of being a super, or just has a chance of being a super attack, but it's guaranteed crit. So he comes out turn one, guaranteed crit with additionals, which is very, very cool. Now, here's the thing. When this guy awakens, they could take that once only off, or they could say for the first 5 turns or something. This guy could be having guaranteed crit either permanently or for like a decent amount of the fight, which I think is very exciting, right? He gets an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each attack performed up to 58, and then another additional attack and defense 20% up to 58 with each super attack performed. So basically, every time he does a super, he's getting 40% attack and defense, and it's essentially stacking 3 times. And these are all like different procs at different places in the passive, which I believe multiplies in differently to make him look a lot better. And what you're going to notice in this video, he's going to look super unimpressive turn 1. But as soon as you start getting him built up for like an unawakened TUR free-to-play unit, he actually can put up really decent numbers. So I'm really excited for this guy's awakening and what he could be. I actually kind of hope, I mean, the way this guy is built, he's built like a unit that is not going to immediately easy A. You know, sometimes you get these free-to-play units where they're just like fully awakened and they're just trash. It's like, oh yeah, they're definitely going to easy A. I could actually see this guy just get an awakening without an easy A and be really good, and then later on down the road they could easy A him and make him even better, which I think is the way they should do it, right? So I did give him a lot of additional. I was tempted to go like full dodge on him. The thing is, with a free-to-play unit, I'll have the option to go back later. But because he only gets guaranteed crit on his first turn right now, I did just leave it as additionals with then use leftover on crit. But if he gets crit for an extended amount of time guaranteed, I'm probably going to go like, after doing additionals, go like full dodge, or even like lower the additionals and go more dodge if he's going to keep like that guaranteed additional in his passive, right? So we'll have to see as he awakens how we want to build him. But this guy potentially, if he has like built-in crit chance like permanently, you'd go like full additional and dodge on this guy, which could be very, very good, right? So I haven't invested equips yet because I really need to know what he's going to do awaken before I do that. His links are all at level 1, and keep in mind he's only got 5 links. So as he awakens, he should go up to 7, which would be very, very good, right? All right, so let's go ahead and check him out here. So I've got him on the Goku family team, which right now is his best team. It's a full 180 lead for him. And he actually links up really good with Namek Goku. So we're going to link him up with Namek Goku, run him with some support units, and kind of see what he can do here. So here we are turn 1. So basically he's got all links except for Brainiacs active. They're level 1. Okay, he's only at 78k defense, right? But remember, he's got all of this building up to do, and he's unawakened, right? So like I said, his first turn here is going to look really bad. But even turn 2 and then especially turn 3, he's going to start looking really crazy. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so under a mil, right? Like 944k. So like really bad attack stat, right? But he's got a couple of additionals that was all guaranteed crits the whole way through. So he did 3 attacks there. We got unlucky and only procced 1 super. But those normals basically built up that first part of his passive. So just that first turn we did, he's got that full 58% for doing normal attacks. He's got 1 stack on the super attack. So he only needs 2 more supers, I think, to fully build up, which isn't that bad, right? You can typically get that in like 2 turns with this guy. Which is why I feel like going high additionals on him is good. The only reason I wouldn't go as high of additionals is if they make his like, if he gets like guaranteed additionals like permanently after he awakens, then you might lower that a little bit. Like you could probably, like when characters get guaranteed additionals, you're pretty good going at like 11 additional and still have a decent chance to proc it because you get a chance with every attack they do, right? All right, so we just have this Super Saiyan 4 Goku rotation, just chilling here, not linking with each other. Basically, I'm just keeping them out of the way, and the rest of the team is support units for Gohan. Like once again, when I do these showcases, I do really just want to show what they look like fully supported in their best situations, right? But this Gohan has me very excited. Now, because it's like a special campaign, like maybe they were waiting for this guy to come out on Global, so there's a chance like in a week or 2 they might awaken this guy on both versions, like as a part of the worldwide celebration intro. That would be like ridiculously cool. I could actually see that happening. Or they might just hold this guy, because this guy actually is, like I said, solid enough as a unawakened TUR that I could see them just leaving this guy alone until they actually do a superhero celebration, which is a possibility, right? All right, so here we go. So turn 2, look at that. Turn 1, his starter turn defense was 78k. Turn 2, we're at 171k defense, which is actually respectable for an unawakened free-to-play. Like, that's actually, like, good for the unit. Like, you take other free-to-play units unawakened and look at their defense, they're not going to be looking like this guy. So let's go ahead and get another attack off here. His attack is going to rise substantially. And this is a standard rotation where you just have a good linking partner and then 1 floating support. It's not like we're even double supporting this guy. So already pushing 2 mil. So his attack basically doubled. Okay. Ah, shoot, I wanted another super. So he still needs 1 more super to fully build up. So we still have more to see from this guy. But he's going to be looking pretty decent. So next turn, we're going to get a pretty good idea of what he's looking like. We're not going to see his true start of turn defense, but we should get his true attack stat. Because I believe that it would, like, do that buff as he's attacking for that last stack. I think it does. So we'll see. We'll at least get 2 more turns with this Gohan to see what he's looking like here. And then we're just going to let this version Z Goku kind of go crazy here. Okay. Yep. And I do have to be careful because I do have some weaker supports. So I have to be very careful. Like this Gohan that I'm running here, he could get one-shot by this Goku. He's that weak defensively, right? Sure, let's just... we'll just poke this guy out of here really quick with an active skill. And just get us to the next turn. That's fine. Alright. Yep, so here we are. Okay, so on this turn, yeah, we're over 200k defense. Now, keep in mind, 200k starter turn defense, if you're thinking like Red Zone and Cell Max, like, yeah, that's not that great. But if you just think of, like, in general, like, what types of units are starting out at 200k defense, a lot of them are going to be, like, obviously fully awakened TURs, some Dokkan Fest, things like that. And this guy still got more defense coming on Super here. So, for an unawakened free-to-play unit, this is kind of crazy, the numbers we're seeing. Like, I'll tell you this right now. He's already more impressive. All right, let me just see this. So, yeah, 2.2 mil here, okay? Like, this Gohan, I mean, just because of his defense stats alone, like, I actually like this Gohan more than the fully Easy 8 free-to-play into Gotenks. That guy was just trash. And this Gohan has, like, such a bright future, whereas that Int Gotenks is already fully awakened Easy 8 and he's just garbage. This Gohan's putting up numbers, like, pretty similar in terms of, like, attack stats. Like, that Gotenks was hitting 2 mil attack stats, and this Gohan's defense, I think, is actually better than that Gotenks, and he's not even a TUR yet. So this Gohan, and I do see them, like, the other thing that's cool about this is I do picture them wanting this Gohan to be very good, because this is the first actual usable in-game character to promote the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. So I could see them wanting to make this a very, very good free-to-play unit. And we know that free-to-play units can be very meta-relevant. We saw what they did with Master Roshi, right? Now, in my talk at the beginning about that this guy's very likely not in LR, I wouldn't throw that completely out the window, just because if you remember with Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr., they actually started with a 3,000 buff to hit potential. It turned out it was an error because on Global they started with it, but then we saw how easily they could patch it, right? So I'm not saying that this is a mistake that they made him 3,000, but it could still be very intentional. But what they've shown is it's very easy to fix it if they want to change it. So they might have the intention of this guy awakening into an LR, and they're very aware that we have YouTubers and people, like, we're very on top of stuff, right, in the community. And they know that giving this guy 5,000 would give it away. So they may intentionally have given him 3,000 with the intent that in a future update they just change it to 5,000. And they've shown that with Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., they can very easily make that change, right? So I'm not going to throw it completely out the window that this guy could be an LR. I actually would really love it if this guy was a free-to-play LR that was on the level of Master Roshi and someone we could call the best free-to-play in the game. That would be really hype. So here we are, once again, about 200-ish defense. The reason why our defense fell a little bit is this support Gohan isn't as good as our other supports. So we're seeing this Gohan, unawakened though, start of turn 200k defense, and he's hitting like over 2 mil attack stats as an unawakened free-to-play unit, which I think is actually very impressive. 2.35, right? And the reason why these numbers are kind of jumping up so quick, it's because of the way that all these percentages are scaling in the passive. They're all coming from different places. So I just wanted to do this video to show you guys that I think this is a unit to be excited about. It's a unit everybody should grind out. And once again, once he awakens and or EZAs, he's going to be absolutely crazy. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this Dragon Ball Superhero Gohan. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.